These are the stories of the 80-10-10 All-Stars. All-Stars. All-Stars.
If you have any, what's your biggest challenge with the 80-10-10 diet?
I would say sometimes eating out at restaurants, or in my case, because where I live, I'm in a northern community in Canada, we don't have an abundance of fresh organic produce here. So I have family that does live in a warmer climate slightly, and they've been able to bring up boxes of fruit for me. As well as I found some online resources that you can order fruit. And then I've also just been freezing a lot of fruit too, and just being able to, I mean, it's not completely fresh, but it, is fresh when it went into the freezer. So, and I've been able to kind of make my smoothies and what have you out of that.
Oh, cool.
So, and as for eating out, really, I found when you go to restaurants, as long as you just kind of look at the menu ahead of time, and if you give I actually saw this on somebody else's blog, if you give your server a list of everything that you want on your plate, they will come back with that. Instead of telling them, I can't eat dairy, or I can't eat meat, or I can't eat oil, just tell them everything that you want, and you'll get it. And let the chefs be creative. It's pretty amazing what they can come up with.
It is. Well, that's cool. That's great advice there. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
And so then on the flip side, what's your three most favorite parts of 80-10-10? If you can limit it to three. I know it's difficult, but what's your three most favorite parts of it?
The simplicity. I love the simplicity. It's so easy. If I can't think of what to have, if I'm running out the door and I need lunch, I can grab 7 or 8 bananas and throw them in my purse, and I'm good for lunch. That's pretty darn simple. It doesn't get much easier than that. I love the energy. I love how clean I feel. Those two things being number two. I just have such an abundancy of it. Yeah. And thirdly, I think the impact. I know what I'm doing is right. And in turn, that makes me feel really good. So, aside from being vegan, it's, reducing the carbon imprint. It's, just overall better well-being for everybody.
Yeah.
So.
It is pretty sweet to know you're congruent with your beliefs.
It is. And
yeah.
I mean, it's not hard to do. That's the easy thing.
What did you say? You think it's easy?
No, it's not. Yeah, it's easy to do. It's not hard. It's you're doing it without thinking about it, and that's the beauty of it.
Great. Yeah. I just wanted to get that. I wanted to make sure we got a good recording of that statement. And so we can see that you have a little one there, and you're also married as well. Is your spouse raw or vegan?
Not entirely. He is when I prepare his meals, but he's definitely noticing the benefits, and I've noticed even telling other people how great he feels when he does eat it. He still does enjoy his cooked meals here and there, but I think eventually we'll possibly get him to come around.
It's a common question or concern for people that if your spouse isn't raw, how do you deal with those challenges? Or do you have any, I guess?
In all honesty, me preparing my meals is so simple. I would say if I had to cook 2 different meals, that would be a little bit of a challenge in a busy household. But when it comes to chopping up a salad or cutting up some fruit, it takes no time at all. So I think, if anything, making the cooked meals is a little bit more of a challenge. So no, I don't think it's a challenge at all. And if anything, everyone has to start somewhere. So you have to be appreciative of everyone's steps towards the end result of becoming raw, if that's what it is for you. Or, you know, some people, all they want is one meal raw or two. So, you know, you just have to respect what everyone's limitations are and everyone's steps. So, you know, I think you just kind of got to go with it and enjoy every little step of this.
That's a beautiful response. Yeah, kind of let other people grow in their own way as well.
Absolutely.
Join us next week for another exciting tale of the 80-10-10 All-Stars.